welcome back. We are continuing from where we left, and what were we saying? Other interesting thing about people's cultures, which is all about dating. But then so far, I have not seen anywhere where people used to date. It was something different. Maybe you tell us something else. But there's the dating, dowry, and marriage. I think now let's talk about
dating. Where? Where?
How?
Just like other African communities,
How?
You are who? You girl. You bring a boy. You're dating.
Where?
You are sick. Where? Whose wife will
Where?
you be? With a who?
I think
Where?
by then, if you would have behaved like Kati, you want to
not dating.
rebel, ama nini.
There was no dating.
Big deal.
We are lucky these days.
I
These
know.
guys, you would either be taken away.
Yeah.
You've gone with your friends or your cousins and your sisters to the stream to fetch some water, and you would not come back. And your sisters would carry the message home. People have taken you.
Yeah, ole wako, if you had a big body and your age is
8 years old and you look like a house, I'm sorry, you are gone. Someone's wife, and they would come now to say why they took you. But like the good thing is, it's like Luo.
Yeah, Luo's normally. I remember when Des was telling me, she told me something to do with unabebwa, and then they come kesi badai.
Kesi, I'm telling you, never knew this.
I know.
Kwanza ni mlunje. It's like he has that, he knows. So now, they come and they set their interest. Good thing, I understand nothing would happen to you until your parents accept. And as a girl, you would respect the men and even the man who is abducting you and the family that is trying to take you. And you will come and listen to what your parents say, because during those times girls didn't have much say really.
Visit kona hii.
Where? We are all over. We vlog, we do everything. We date. We date 2, 3, 4, 5. We choose.
I didn't say that.
I really scare. Not me. Yeah, I'm a true Kabras lady. I don't do that. No. I was even taken Miss. No. So there was also arrangements. Yeah.
Now towards dowry now.
Before there was snatch, or there was also arrangement where a family would know this one, that these our children will like to secure some kind of
bond or relationship between the two families.
And so the parents would come. Yeah. This is after abduction. They will come, they will set what they want. They will be given the price of the bride that you want. And they would go, agree. If they agree, then you're taken. And mostly they would agree. Unless there's a problem between the clans, they would agree. Yeah. So
then now you're considered married. No, after they pay the bride price and stuff, you're considered a wife.
You're considered a wife. Yeah.
Well,
and the bride price.
Talk about by the
it wasn't easy for those families. Of course, even up to now, it's not easy for many people. Yeah. So
marrying a Lunje woman, by the way, most people still follow the traditional stuff.
It does actually. For us, but the process is not easy.
About
the bride price, because there are things that they ask for. Yeah. Like if you don't have cows, you're in trouble, my friend.
How do you marry a? How do you marry
you
a
are
woman
in trouble. These days, it's easy because you give money equivalent to the price of a cow. But those days, you would bring cows, and they are 12. I remember my dad telling me he walked with cows. From Kabras to Kisa is not here.
Whoa!
They walked with cows. Imagine they woke up early in the morning
to start walking. There was nothing like transporting with
cows. It's not like they can run. You walk.
There's nothing like transporting with vehicles. Ni kaguu na njia.
No.
Kaguu na njia.
Kuna M-Pesa.
Yeah.
You walk with cows. You take and there are 12 cows.
12.
You didn't have to pay.
Ng'ombe, let me imitate Desima. Ng'ombe imepigwa pasi. Ng'ombe,
and
ng'ombe, uinjo.
It is not just a cow. Hii ng'ombe inakaa ni kama iko na shida, ni kama
sio unapeleka.
Ngozi sijui inakaa. My friend, your cow has to be a
cow. Ile yenye ikiarai
your bulls have to be bulls
proper.
Your nundu iko na shape.
Correct.
Not triangle. come in a cab vizuri, big bulls that can go for fighting
and farming.
And now the cows had to be pregnant. You bring cows that are already paged. The
only like umeleta
24
because now if each one of them gets a baby or rather gets a calf, 24.
Sometimes they didn't want bulls really because we were people who really love milk, so we didn't want bulls mostly. And being hunters, we got our meat from
the wild animals.
We loved cows. We were like Maasais. We didn't believe in killing our cows. We only killed cows when even when they were sick. Okay, they would try. We would eat, yes. But when someone dies, we give that life with the person who has died. To this date, actually, cows are slaughtered
during events.
Yes, and even in some very primitive Kabras people homes, when someone dies, the cow has to be slaughtered on the grave. Not just anywhere, on the grave.
It's like there's some significance around it.
Yeah, my mom says, yeah, kaburi schooling.
Because they normally chant their own words.
They chant their things there.
Yeah.
And there's this cow that is slaughtered somewhere else, but there's that one specific that is slaughtered on the grave.
Wow.
So your grave, it has its own meanings. So the cows that
12
give us,
pregnant cows,
we eat our meat from the bush.
Okay.
So we wanted for milk, and the ones that could give us more cows. So we could have maybe 2 bulls, but the rest would be
purely cows. So
good
nothing
cows.
else, nothing like busa, ugari.
Ichekwe. I think but I don't know how we used to make our busa because I understand we didn't have maize. But I'm sure there's a way
millet,
alcohol
probably
was being made.
Because they also make it with millet. Sasa hiyo nasikia ni nguli.
That's what I was thinking.
In nini? Why? Nasikia ukikunywa hivi tu. Nguli. Hiyo ni kibukusu. Nguli. Yes. Hiyo ukionja hivi unalewa.
Sub-tribes, some things, by the way,
that just say
they are not lunje.
Oh,
yeah, like bukusu, like your bukusu. Goes here, goes.
And then your dad talks very good bukusu.
Yeah, because my grandma was from that area, according to my name,
Yeah. Then you're considered your
probably the food. Meat, probably they'll ask specific kind of meat from hunting. And just things we used to eat. Things we used to eat.
So it's a ceremony anyway. You expect food in Luya land. There are things that go silently without saying. In a cut across, food being one of them.
Even if I look skin, bone.
These skinny people are the ones who eat a lot, my friend. Don't joke.
Hey, we eat. We don't joke. We don't joke with food. Nakosania hapa. Hey, ulisikia wapi? We eat.
Tell me about intermarriages or rather polygamy. Wow. Were you guys first of all allowed to marry from other tribes? And number 2, were you guys allowed to, like your men, were they allowed to marry more than one wife?
Our men were allowed to marry more than one wife.
Of course.
Like, to a point that
which community, by the way,
where that maybe they want to do it again.
All right. But anyway, is there any community which was not polygamous?
I don't think so, because I think it's an African thing. We used to do it, I think, to secure. They used to say there were advantages, like securing girls not being immoral.
Yeah.
Or because maybe from back then, they knew the ratio of women to men is. So we would share husbands. But we shared husbands better than today.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone who's sharing a husband easily today, especially
without a fight.
Us.
Without a fight. I also know
there'll be a fight first.
I also know that it was a sign of wealth if you had more than one wife.
It was because of the children. You had many children. Girls were wealth, yes. But they believed they would not continue your name. Yeah. Because in our culture, your name is important. People have to carry your name.
Yeah,
it's fading, but the more sons you had, the better for you, because your name became bigger. When these sons are going to war and they are going where, and their name is your name, people get to know you better, higher chances of being a chief. And if you don't have a son, there's no way you can be a chief. No one knows you.
Actually, and boys were also considered wealth.
Yeah, they were.
Your ability to take care of a big home is like now you can take care of a village. So I guess that's why polygamy was a big deal. Unless comment down below if your community, you think there's a community which didn't practice polygamy.
And even as a wife, if you didn't have a son, you would be looked down upon by other wives, and even other women, even your husband. You know,
it was actually a reason why. It was actually one of the reasons why people had more than one wife. So if, like for example, I know in the Kisi, if you married the first wife, she never had a baby girl, a baby boy. Sorry. Now they bring in another woman who can give birth to men, and compared to you, who's the first wife, even if you gave birth to 50 kids, as long as they're not boys, imagine if. And yes, it's not your mistake. It's normally the man's mistake.
Actually, it is
not the biology.
Thank God for science. Now we know that we are not the mistake.
Or is so it's a woman's problem.
It is you.
Or is
what? Walikutanganya.
Walikutanganya bwana. Mnatuwekeleanga sana bwana.
It is you.